Before we get into the meat of the video, please follow my Twitter down below in the description. Give me an excuse to use it. I'll be posting about upcoming fights, my opinions on cards, etc. Follow below, and let's get into the video. A couple of days ago, Canelo announced that his next fight will be set in Mexico around May. This has got me very excited, but a bit concerned at the same time. If the right fights get made in this period of time, then every boxing fan wins. Those fights include Canelo vs John Ryder and Bivol vs Beterbiev. While the Canelo-Bivol rematch is a cool possibility for later down the line, we don't need to see it now. Bivol has bigger things to worry about, with an undisputed light heavyweight fight on the horizon. Bivol vs Beterbiev will be an absolute masterpiece, I'm sure, and it'll be two undefeated beasts going at it for undisputed status. I believe there was some sort of rematch clause put in with Canelo and Bivol, but I think both of them will go off, fight a few more guys first, and then get ready for the second fight. Canelo and Bivol are both game as fuck, and that's what I like about them, but right now is not the time to make this fight. It isn't like the heavyweight division where we have constant fight negotiations but none of them go anywhere. I'm sure that Canelo and Bivol will fight again in the future. However, both guys need to take care of things in their respective divisions. John Ryder just won an interim super middleweight championship, and Canelo would want to defend his newly attained belts. Of course it's going to be cool to see Canelo fight in Mexico, but my focus as a boxing fan is more placed on the undisputed light heavyweight matchup we have going on. Bivol has great movement, range control, and he's a solid counterpuncher, while Beterbiev has absolute knockout power, with 19 wins and 19 knockouts. That is going to be an insanely high level fight, and again, both guys seem up for the challenge. This isn't going to be a Spence Crawford scenario where we won't ever see the fight materialize. It's all about truly being number one for Beterbiev and Bivol. As for Canelo, I think defending one of his belts and getting a knockout victory is a good way to return. I know that he had the Triple G fight, but that wasn't spectacular, and before that, there was a defeat with Bivol, so a proper title defense is fine by me. Canelo vs Bivol 2 should happen later down the line, maybe even at super middleweight, but not right now. We have two very legitimate fights coming up, and having a rematch this year would fuck that up. I'm glad that no rematch clauses were activated or anything like that. To be honest, I fucking hate the idea of a rematch clause, as it just holds the division from moving on and giving us compelling fights against brand new competition. In the UFC at least, immediate rematches are only made when a champion gets beat, they've been dominant for a long time, and when it was a very competitive fight. On the other hand, Canelo-Bivol shouldn't even have a rematch clause on Canelo's side because he is the one going up. He's not a dominant champion at light heavyweight. He doesn't even usually fight at that weight class, so he shouldn't have the ability to hold up the entire division if he wanted to. Also, why the fuck is there a rematch clause put in place with Eubank vs Smith? That fight wasn't even close, and Eubank got stopped in 4 rounds, so I really don't see the need to run that one back. Rematches are so much sweeter when both fighters have had a few more fights against different opposition, and then they fight each other for a second time, evolved and better than ever. That all being said, the future of both the light heavyweight and super middleweight divisions excites me. I hope you're looking forward to them as much as I am.